Data. The information collected in context of a situation is known as data. For example, height of students in a class, different types of graphs. Sometimes data is represented graphically to give a clear idea of what it represents. Let us recall the following types of graphs. Number 1. A pictograph. It is a pictorial representation of data using symbols. Observe that number 1. The car produced in the month of July were 100. Number 2. The maximum number of cars are produced in the month of September. Number 2. A bar graph. A bar graph is a display of information using bars of uniform width, their heights being proportional to the respective values. This graph gives us the information about the number of students in class 8th in academic years 2003 to 2004, 2004 to 2005, 2005 to 2006, 2006 to 2007, and 2007 to 2008. Observe that number 1. The number of students is maximum in the year 2007 to 2008. Number 2. The number of students in the year 2005 to 2006 is 250. Number 3. Double bar graph. A bar graph shows two sets of data simultaneously. This graph gives us information about the marks obtained by a student in the academic years 2005 to 2006 and 2006 to 2007 in the subjects Maths, Social Science, Science, English and Hindi. Observe that student has obtained 60 marks in Maths in the year 2006-2007. Also observe that student has obtained 50 marks in Science in the year 2005 to 2006.
अगर आप अपने सिलेबस के सारे चैप्टर्स इस फॉर्मेट में देखना चाहते हैं तो हमें डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए गए नंबर पर कॉल करें।
Raw data. Usually, data available to us is in an unorganized form called raw data. To draw meaningful inferences, we need to organize the data systematically. For example, a group of students was asked for their favorite subject. The results were as listed below. Art, Maths, Science, English, Maths, Art, English, Maths, English, Art, Science, Art, Science, Science, Maths, Art, English, Art, Science, Maths, Science, Art. Which is most liked subject and the least liked? It is not easy to answer the question looking at the choices haphazardly. We arranged the data in the following table using telemarks. The number of tallies before each subject gives the number of students who like that particular subject. This is known as frequency of that subject. Frequency gives the number of times that a particular entry occurs. The table made is known as frequency distribution table as it gives the number of times an entry occurs.
अगर आप अपने सिलेबस के सारे चैप्टर्स इस फॉर्मेट में देखना चाहते हैं तो हमें डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए गए नंबर पर कॉल करें।
Grouped frequency distribution. Consider the following example. Let following marks out of 50 be obtained in mathematics by 60 students of class 8th. If we make a frequency distribution table for each observation, then the table would be too long. So, for convenience, we make groups of observations 0 to 10, 10 to 20 and so on. Let us obtain a frequency distribution of the number of observations falling in each group. Before that, note that 10 may occur in both the classes, that is 0 to 10 as well as 10 to 20. We adopt the convention that the common observation will belong to the higher class, that is 10 belongs to the interval 10 to 20 and not to 0 to 10. Similarly, 20 belongs to 20 to 30 and not to 10 to 20. Data presented in this manner is said to be grouped and the distribution obtained is called grouped frequency distribution. Each of the groups 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, etc. is called a class interval. In the class interval 10 to 20, 10 is called the lower class limit and 20 is called the upper class limit. The difference between the upper class limit and lower class limit is called the width or size of the class interval. In this case, size of each class interval is 10.
अगर आप अपने सिलेबस के सारे चैप्टर्स इस फॉर्मेट में देखना चाहते हैं तो हमें डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए गए नंबर पर कॉल करें। ऐसे ही और एजुकेशनल वीडियोस देखने के लिए हमारे चैनल होम रिवाइज को सब्सक्राइब करें।